came to the airport of Zagreb, but we're not gonna fly from here. We're gonna rent a car here because we checked the information. To rent a car from the airport is a lot cheaper than from the city. It's gonna be a very beautiful trip to the coast of Croatia.
Okay, let me explain now. And by the way, don't be surprised that I'm wearing a sweater, because at the moment of recording this video it was +4 in Zagreb. So anyway, as I said, we went to travel around Croatia to the region called Istria, and it was my first travel. Istria is half island, which is located near Italy. I will put a screenshot of a map somewhere here. And so we decided that we would better rent a car than go by bus, because one-way ticket for a bus for one person costs 18 euros. And so for 4 people, both ways would be 144 euros in total. As we rented a car, it cost us only 54 euros. Of course, additionally, we had to pay for the fuel, but still it wasn't that expensive and it was more convenient. Moreover, we were planning to visit a few cities, and we were choosing the highway with the best view so that we could see all the beauty of Istria. So anyway, I wanted to give a piece of advice. When you rent a car, first of all, you have to pay by card. And this card has to be a credit card, not a debit card. When you pay for a rent, the company takes a deposit in amount of 750 to 1,000 euros, depends on the company. Of course, you pay for the rent itself. And I would advise to take a full coverage insurance, because at least you will not be worrying if something happens with it. Because at least in Croatia, according to our experience, even if you have even a scratch on the car, the company could take 200 euros as a fine. We had not a very pleasant experience. Everything went not according our plan, and we had to pay a fine. And actually that's why you could see a white car right after the black car. Because yes, we had to change the car. So anyway, let's go ahead.
Yesterday evening we arrived to the city we were supposed to. Today we're in the city which reminds of Rome, but actually it's the city called Pula. It's on the coast of Croatia. So of course we're going for a walk. We are planning to go to Rovinj. It's also a city on the coast of Croatia. We rented an apartment on Airbnb and it was really cheap. I really couldn't believe it was that cheap for a night. If I'm not mistaken, it's like 26 euros per night, and we are 4 people, so we divided. And the apartment is really good. I'm gonna show you a little bit. It's gonna be a little room tour and I hope you will like it as well. Приехали в Колизей Тулы, а если точнее, то в амфитеатр Тулы. Очень похож на римский Колизей.
I just watched that video again and I noticed that I said Tula instead of Pula. Well, actually we came to Pula, and Tula is a city in Russia. I want to tell a little bit about Roman arena in Pula. It was built in the 1st century AD. At that time, Pula was one of the biggest cities of Roman Empire. Personally, I didn't know that in Croatia there is an amphitheater which reminds of Colosseum in Rome. So for me it was such a big surprise, and I was really surprised with all the architecture in Istria, because it really reminds of Italy. And actually it's not a wonder, because Pula and the next city we are going to, Rovinj, they used to be part of the Roman Empire, so there was such a big influence there. The entrance is not free. For adults the ticket costs 10 euros and for students and children 5 euros. Then we took a walk around Pula and it was such a beautiful city. Actually, when I was there and in the next city we were going to, Rovinj, I was feeling like I was in Italy. In Pula we visited one of the most famous places, such as Forum, Temple of Augustus, the Arch of Sergi and Harbor. After that we went to Rovinj, and this place really reminds of Venice because the majority of houses are located near the water. Also there is a ferry which takes you from Rovinj to Venice and it takes around 4 hours by boat. One of the most famous places in Rovinj is Saint Euphemia Cathedral. It's located on the half-island hill, I would say, and from there is such a beautiful view over the sea and the whole city. The whole region of Istria really reminds of Italy, and you can even see the Italian flags on the buildings. Traditional food of Istria is mostly Italian food, and so many people speak Italian there. To Kamenjak. Kamenjak is national park of Croatia. It's close to Pula. We went around 15 kilometers. There is a town called Prematura close to Kamenjak. That's the place where you can actually buy some food or drinks because yes, at the territory of the national park there are bars and cafes, but actually the choice is not really good and it's overpriced, of course. Kamenjak is famous for its beaches and the coast full of rocks. If you enter by car, the entrance costs 10 euros, and if you're on bicycle or you just want to walk there, the entrance is free. Of course, we paid to go with the car because the territory is quite big. And actually, if you look from the upper side, this half island has a very strange form, and I will put a screenshot somewhere here of the picture. So we went there to the beach, we enjoyed the sun and really good weather, and in the afternoon we went back to Zagreb. In the evening we came back to Zagreb and our journey ended. Actually, it was my first trip around Croatia and I was really impressed by everything we saw. We saw really beautiful highways, there were the mountains and also there was a sea on the other side. And I felt like it's such a great experience when you have an opportunity to travel. I'm really glad that I eventually made this video and I hope you liked it. Also, I want to thank everyone who wrote me and supported me before and after I posted my first video on YouTube. It's really important for me and I appreciate it a lot. If you like this video, please put likes, leave your comments and subscribe, and see you in next videos. Can you look at me if it's okay in the camera? Please be my operator today. Oh my leg.